Okay, hello and welcome to Charlie's Crochet. This week, as promised, I am bringing ideas for things I can sell at the markets. So, or you can, I guess, if you're watching this and maybe you're looking for inspiration. So the point is that I've been trying to make things that I could try to sell to raise a bit of money for my choir because we're going to Perth in November, and we're trying to raise money to pay for tickets for people that might not be able to buy them themselves. So I've been doing a cross stitch before for this, but I've been looking at things that I could maybe crochet. And because Australia is perpetually summer, not really, but our week of winter is coming up very soon, but it's never warm enough for like beanies or gloves or anything like that. And because America is going into spring and summer, I thought that it would be a good idea to do some warm season sort of market things that aren't just plushies, because you see a lot of plushies, and I don't think that I can really sell that many plushies to the people in my choir, so I'm trying to come up with things that they might actually end up using. So I started this with just a list, and then I've searched patterns on Ravelry and made just a bundle in my favorites of the ideas that I had. So the first one is this French market bag from Alexandra Tavel, and I just thought that this was really cute. It's a free pattern in the notes if you visit the website. Also, this one, the designer gives permission explicitly to sell with credit to their technically copyright laws don't require you to get permission to sell finished products you've made from someone's pattern, but I've noted where people have explicitly said it's allowed because I think that's just way more clear, and then you don't have to worry at all that you're doing something wrong. The next one is this color block market bag. This one as well is for sale with credit, and a free pattern available to download on Ravelry. I like the various different colors. It's very simple as well, and I think you could do it with stripes, or I could do it with rainbow stripe. And the next one is this Sakura market bag, which just has a slightly more interesting bottom design on it, and that's by KAME Crochet. This one is as well a free download. Yeah, I just thought that was super cute. It's been in my favorites saved for ages. So the next one was this mermaid market bag, and again, that's just a cute, slightly more interesting design. That one is available for free in the notes. It doesn't say whether you can sell it. So there's sort of 4 different ideas at various levels of complexity for that one, and I thought that was cute. Then just some sort of everyday bags. There's this Urban Nomad boho bag by Jess Copham, published and Make and Do Crew website. Yeah, I like the simple triangle design. I think it's cute. Some of these are a bit beachy because I saved them months ago, or maybe actually a couple of years ago at this point, because I thought I might set up a market near where my parents live, and they live on the coast. That never happened, but I still got the patterns saved, so it is what it is. Then there's the Street Fair boho purse, also by Jess Copham. That's another cute one, and that's just like an everyday bag, not so much a market bag. So that was for bags. I also had the idea of phone bags. I've been making these for ages myself without a pattern, just using double crochet in a round about the size of my phone. But I did find 3 patterns for mobile phone bags. I thought that they were just very cute. So the first one is this festival phone bag, which is, there's a basic design, and then they've got suggestions for like altering it with little decorations, like the smiley face in the clouds. I use them on cruise ships, just wherever you're going to be somewhere without pockets and you need to be able to bring your phone with you. There's the phone bag with pocket by Vivian Khoo, and That one is a paid pattern, but it does give permission to sell it with credit to the designer. I just thought that that little pocket on the front is very cute. The way that it's done, the body of it, it looks like it's in double crochets, is just how I usually make them. I don't so much need a pattern to do that one, but I did think that the granny square pocket was so cute. And then the third one is, I assume, inspired by those very expensive knit 3D printed knit whatever Apple ones. It's this phone pocket / cozy mobile case from Crochet Frog blog. So that's for bags. I also thought of like water bottle carriers. I've made my own before without a pattern again. It was very similar to this first design that I found, which is the water bottle carrier crochet by Yvonne Bigham. And that one's available as a free download. It's done in raffia, I think, but I've made a very similar one just in a cotton before. It was very effective. It's got kind of just a mesh that's created by just like chains, and you join into the chain on the next top, and that's just how I figured it out myself. And then for a slightly more intricate one, any yarn, any size water bottle sling carrier from Rashami Sarode, and that one is available for free. And I've got in my notes that the strap of it is made using Tunisian crochet, which I've never used before, so that's why I saved this one, because I thought it could be fun to try and figure out. I've got a fly trapped in this room with me, and it's very annoying at the moment. Winnie keeps chasing it in the background there. I found the rainbow swirl bucket hat from Kelsey Knits, I think. Passionate Kelsey, that's it. Who I've watched on YouTube, and I just saved that one because it's for Pride, and it's which that one is sell with credit, and I believe the pattern is free on the website, yes. Then I had bandanas. I've got this Summer Days bandana, which is not the pattern that I used to make the one for my sister that I showed in my last video, maybe the video before that. But it is, and that one is from Leonella Cevallos. I'm so sorry for anyone's names that I pronounce terribly, but yeah, but it's just done in these various pink colors, and I think it's just sort of a granny square, so it's going to be similar to the one that I made for my sister. Then the other ones that I've been quite into are the ones that are made of various smaller squares. So I've saved this cool granny square bandana from Heini Pusky, and I quite liked this one. I saved it as well, not just to do that specific pattern, but as potential inspiration, because I've got a book of like 100 granny squares, and I've been thinking about using some of the squares in that book to make a square bandana thing like that. Yeah, moving on from that, more hair stuff. I've got scrunchies, and I have just this super basic one, which is called the Super Easy Hair Scrunchie. Does what it says on the tin. Yeah, and that's just really easy around like a hair tie thing. It's free on the website from Dreamy Crochet, but that's very cute, and I like that one. And it is able to be sold with credit to the creator. Next scrunchie I had is this Caribbean Seashore scrunchie. That's another of those beachy ones that I saved way back when I thought I might do markets at my mom's place, from MJ's Off the Hook Designs. Not free, that is $6 apparently, the pattern. Yeah, so that's hair stuff. I thought scrunchies would be a good thing to sell. You could do them in like whatever colors. I could do them in some of the rainbow yarns I have, for example, and I could even use the furry or more wool-like yarns because they're not going to be touching skin, so it's not going to irritate people as much. The next idea I had was for fidget toys. I've seen a lot of these on Reddit, and I've made some myself. I made a hyperbolic plane fidget toy with crochet. That's all so far, but I've saved these that I wanted to make for myself as well, but I think that they would probably sell fairly well. So I've got this pocket-sized fidget toy from Marybeth Temple. That one is for free, and I've not said that it's able to be sold with credit, so I'm not sure about that one. The other one was this marble fidget, which is just you crochet a marble into some kind of shape and you can move the marble around. I really quite like these ones. I've got some that are in a kind of a net thing. So yeah, that one is for free, and that one is allowed to be sold with credit to the creator. These are very easy because you could just use whatever scrapped colored yarns you have, and most of these are one color, or you can make them whatever colors you want, which is why I'm probably going to do them with rainbow yarn. And then the last two I had are pony bead fidget. This one is from J Grace. The pattern is available for free, but it's also pay what you want, so if you can chuck them a couple of dollars, it's really nice. I quite like pony bead fidgets. I've not made one completely myself, but I have made this row counter thing, and I've done a similar technique to put these beads for the hundreds and tens columns. It is quite fun to play with it, so I do think that these would be fun fidget toys. And then the other one just has a bit more separation between them and a bit of a border. It's a simple crochet fidget by Jennifer Poupard, but I quite think that the colours are very bright and fun there. And it might be more geared towards children. And then the very last thing that I had saved was this Ammonite crochet hook roll, which I saved ages ago. But I also thought it could be very cute inspiration for a pencil roll if you did the slightly different sized body of it, or even something like a Kindle or book wrap or something like that. And I saved that one again with the beach themed ones when I was looking at things to make at my mum's. That's a free pattern as well. Yeah, so that is the 16, I believe, crochet ideas I had for things that I could make and sell at choir, and that you could make and sell at markets if you so desired. Thank you for tuning in this week.